Hey, what's up everyone? Ultimate Atomic HD here, and what year is it today? Because we have Skullgirls on the repertoire again. Good lord. It's been how long actually? 4 years? 5? Since I last did Skullgirls? I really need to check. But yeah, I mean, those who are watching the playlist in order are probably shocked by the sheer jump in quality between the previous episode and this one. And yeah, I'm back with this series because, as you all know, today, or at least I think it's today is the day that I actually saw the update. Today is the day that the last character of the 4 DLC characters has finally been released. And I kept teasing and promising that I would return to this game as soon as all 4 of them are out, so I can go through their story modes, and I will be doing them in the order in which they were released as DLC. And first up to bat is Annie. So let's go. Also, for some reason, these story scenes are not voiced across all 4 of the DLCs, and I have no idea why exactly, but yeah, I will be mostly speeding through them, so if you want to like read and get acquainted with the story, you can pause if I'm going too fast for you, but yeah, I'll be mostly going through this in a speedy fashion since, unlike the main game, like I said, these aren't voiced. So, yeah. Anyway, first up to bat is Annie. I think she only appeared... There's Robo Fortune. Yeah, it's been... I really need to check. Where's my phone? I think my phone's behind me, so I can't exactly check. Can't reach it to check when exactly is the last time I did Skullgirls. I think it was in either 2017 or 2018. That's the year that is in my head when this game comes up. And yeah, like I said, Annie, we only saw her in Beowulf's story, if I remember correctly. I don't think she was in any other story. Oh, okay, I'm fighting Robo Fortune first. I've played all of these stories. Okay, have to familiarize myself again with how this game plays. I mean, these DLCs have been released very, very sporadically and outside of any form of concrete schedule. So yeah, and yeah, I've just passed Marie's story, which is the last character that released. Yeah, I wanted to say I clearly don't remember being that much of a fan of Marie. No, not Marie, Annie. Oh, come on!
Try again, kid.
This is the exact kind of shit I wanted to avoid.
This battle is all in the mind.
I wanted to say I'm clearly remember that I was not a fan of Annie, and this has been proven true so far. Come on! This is... Oh, that was a good one. Gotta remember how I did that. Won't. Okay,
It's the match
that's
for my soul.
nice.
Oops, I think I broke it.
Alright, so yeah, this is just a film set and all that, so we could have ordered Robo Fortune to let up on the punishment, you know. Yeah, I knew I was gonna return to this game, but I honestly did not expect to return to this game so soon. I honestly did not expect to return today at all to this game, but here we are, I guess. And yeah, 4 videos since there are 4 characters, and the season pass is labeled clearly on the store page as Season 1 pass, which yeah, signifies that there could be a Season 2, Season 3 and onward. But at the rate at which these DLC have been released, I highly doubt that there will be any more content for this game. Highly doubt it, but if there is, I'll return to it, as is, you know, the tradition. But yeah, this isn't now the only game I must return to, so I also, at some point, I will return to Bayonetta 2. That's only 1 video. I could do it now technically, but I don't know. I'll see how my schedule allows for it these days, because I need to show off the secret boss fight against Rodon, which is the only thing I haven't tackled in Bayonetta. So yeah, and I also need to return to Sonic Generations for the Sonic and Shadow Generations remake. I'll only be showcasing the new Shadow levels and not anything else, because otherwise, from what I've heard, it's the exact same game, except it has all those new Shadow levels. It really sucks that these aren't voiced. I'm pretty sure, like, Annie had a dedicated voice actor in Beowulf's story, and if these new characters are indeed new, like Florence and Eileen, I mean, they could have pulled the voice actors from like their prior characters to maybe provide a few lines here and there, but I don't know. I really, and that also goes for the other characters, especially Marie, which is probably who is probably the most prominent one out of all these. Also, I like how the detail of how Florence used to play Annie's part until she was deemed too old for the part. So yeah, and now Annie, due to her immortality curse, is pretty much stuck as in that part forever. Yeah, and again, I've kind of forgotten about the lore of Skullgirls because it's been a long time since I did this series, so yeah. Oh, that's the regular Misfortune here. Wait, don't tell me I'll be fighting her next. As for who is my favorite of these DLC characters, I honestly am not sure at the moment, because until like a few minutes ago, prior to starting this recording, I've played with Marie, and she was fine, but nothing too amazing. There is a caveat to her, which I will explain when we actually get to her story in the next, or not next episode, in the next 3 episodes. So I'll explain more there. Come on. As for the others, as I said with Annie, I don't remember liking her too much when I first experienced her, and for the other ones I can't even remember, like Umbrella and Black Dahlia, which are the other DLC characters. Well, that went smoother than I expected. That's fantastic. I'm slowly getting back into the groove. And something inside me oh yeah, now I'm starting to remember, yeah, Black Dahlia, I also, when she came out, I considered her to be my least favorite so far. That's right, because she's a bit too tanky for my taste. I think Umbrella was actually my favorite of the DLC characters. Considering the experience I have here with Annie and with a few minutes ago when I was playing as Marie. Yeah, it could make sense. We'll see when we get to Umbrella in the next episode, because she's the next one after Annie. There she goes. Also, a couple of days ago, I read that the Tsukihime English release is slated for June 27th, and yeah, can't wait for that. I'm positively sure that'll become one of, if not the best, visual novel I've ever read. There's something in me that just twings me when I think of that. Yeah, June is actually pretty loaded when it comes to, well, not pretty loaded, but there are a decent number of releases I'm expecting. Well, including Tsukihime Remake, I'm expecting 3 other actually releases. And yeah, 2 of them are visual novels, and the last one is the Let's Play I plan to host during the summer. It could be in June, it could be in May, or it could be in July or August. So, but yeah, I definitely do know that that game comes around during summertime, so that's when I am expected to play it. But now I keep myself busy since I've played and beaten Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which was an absolutely amazing experience. Now I have some free time until like June, when all the stuff I mentioned before is happening. I'm currently delving into the Data Live Rio Reincarnation visual novel, and yeah, if you're wondering, yeah, it's the complete package of all 3 visual novels released so far, like Rina Utopia, Arusu Install, and of course the last one, Rio Reincarnation. And Ren Dystopia was also announced, which is kind of one of the other main reasons why I'm hurrying up to read it and get myself familiarized so I can dive right in when that one comes out. And then if I have some spare time after that, which I most likely will, I will tackle Final Fantasy X. Since that is the last game on my backlog. Yeah, I've been I've been very busy clearing up my backlog from like games and anime I've come to like put on the list and just put it off until a better time to tackle them. And yeah, Final Fantasy X is the last one I plan to do, and after that I'm going to take a bit of a break from catching up on my backlog, because the only 2 games I have left are Personas 1 and 2. Technically 3 games, but because you know. And Final Fantasy X is technically 2 games, so yeah, you get what I'm saying. But as I mentioned in the... Which Let's Play was it? I think it was Persona 5 Tactica. As I mentioned there, when I was talking about Persona 3 Reload. Also, yeah, the answer is also coming in September. So yeah, I can't wait for that. So this basically makes the original Persona 3 and FES completely obsolete. But still, you need portable for the female protagonist experience. Sort of, because some features and like story elements from Reload were implemented from portable were implemented into Reload. But some other stuff from like the female protagonist route from the original portable release are still portable exclusive, which is why you still need to play that. So yeah. In all honesty, I actually wouldn't mind, because I recall like when Assassin's Creed 4 was a thing, and on top of that game, it added like the Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, which is actually, I played that game and not Assassin's Creed 4 because it was free on the PlayStation Store 1 month, and yeah, I decided to get it and all that. So yeah, anyway, Atlas could potentially do something like that, you know, like release the female protagonist as maybe like a standalone game with Reload mechanics, and maybe attach it to Reload, as like people who own Reload could maybe download that game for free or purchase it separately or something like that. I don't know. It is an interesting idea to think about. Again, I am kind of bummed out that Atlas didn't make Reload the definitive Persona 3 experience, while at the same time they did. That's a very interesting paradox to think about when you're talking about Persona 3. Yeah. It is. I really expected when I heard the announcement of Persona 3 Reload that we would be getting like the base game, the answer, and the female protagonist to top it off. That would be awesome. That would be the definitive version of Persona 3, no questions asked. But yeah, the only excuse they give us is that it will be too expensive to make, and I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay, we'll be having a fight against Peacock, so I gotta focus on that a bit. But yeah, what I meant to say earlier is, when I was talking about Persona 3 Reload, I heard that reportedly the Persona 4 and Persona 2 remakes are in the works. Holy shit. I'm actually dominating this fight. Absolutely dominating. I did it flawlessly.
Did you catch my good side?
I caught the best side of you so far, Annie, with this kind of performance. But anyway, yeah, Persona 2 and Persona 4 remakes. Okay, so Persona 4, I stated that Persona 4 doesn't really need that much of a remake in my opinion, but if they'll make it more in line with Persona 3 Reload, which was aimed to make it more in line with Persona 5 Royale, the still, in my opinion, well, Persona 3 is an absolutely undisputed classic of the modern age and peak dark content for me. Persona 5 Royale still trumps it in my eyes, but again, if they were to make Persona 4 Golden or Platinum, maybe, I don't know how the remake would be called, more in line with Persona 3 Reload, I am actually all on board that. I would like it very much. And yeah, but as for Persona 2, yeah, Persona 1 and 2 definitely need a remake pronto, like ASAP, code level Omega. And yeah, the biggest question, of course, with Persona 2 is because Persona 2 is broken up into 2 titles and it's the only mainline Persona game so far to be broken up into 2 separate titles. The question here remains, I'm pretty sure they won't be excluding any of the titles when doing this remake. So my question is, will they be merging the 2 games into one? I highly doubt that they would be going the Final Fantasy VII remake route, where they would split the game into 3 parts. I really am pretty sure that they won't be going at it in that sort of direction. And if they do merge the 2 games into one, like, people have been worrying that the game, when merged together, that it would be a bit too long. And I don't agree with that, because the combined runtime of both Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment are slightly longer than Persona 5 Royale, so it's not that far-fetched, honestly. So yeah, that's also why I'm holding off on playing Personas 1 and 2 from the backlog. And yeah, currently the best and the newest version of Eternal Punishment hasn't seen an international release like the PSP version for some reason. I have no idea why. And yeah, fans took it upon themselves to fan translate it for English-speaking countries. And yeah, I do have the fan patch. And yes, everything is basically set for me to go out and play it, but I just won't do it yet. I really want to see if that remake comes into fruition. I'll play that instead, and then when all is said and done, I'll play the first game, if it will get a remake or not, just to have everything, just to have the main series, the complete main series under my belt, which will be very, very satisfying once I finally do have it. Also, yeah, the only other games from the Persona series I haven't played are the Q duology, Persona Q and Q2 for the Nintendo 3DS. And of course, that's the reason I didn't do it yet is because I do not have the titular console for both of these games. Okay, so we're facing off against Beowulf. And speaking of consoles I do not have, the Demon Slayer Sweep the Board party game is also coming out on, I think it was 26th of April. Yeah, that date seems to click when I think about it. And also it'll be released exclusively for the Nintendo Switch, which is a console I do not have. And it's a crying shame because the game looks insanely fun to play. But then on the other hand, I was actually thinking, because people are talking about that in March of next year, so around the time my next birthday comes along. So yeah, I've had a birthday in the meantime, in the downtime between this video and the last part of Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. So yeah, around March of next year, tentatively called Nintendo Switch 2 should be released, which should be fully backwards compatible with the current Switch. So I'm kind of thinking I could invest in that and have a current gen Nintendo console that also supports the games from the previous Nintendo Switch. I mean, in the context of this video, it's the current Nintendo Switch. And yeah, basically retire my Nintendo Wii and sell it or give it away to a better cause. That console has served me loyally since 2010 or 2009, I can't remember which date it was exactly. But yeah, had a very, very good run from how much it's been through and how much I've used it. So yeah, thinking about that, and yeah, there's technically, and yeah, I've also Let's Played every single game I planned to Let's Play from the Wii that I own. And there is only one single game on the Wii that I owned that I haven't even played or Let's Played, and that's Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. But that one game has received a remaster on the Switch, so I can get it there and have at it. Yeah, most of the stuff I'll be losing access to are mostly GameCube and Wii based Sonic games like Sonic Unleashed, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Riders and Riders Zero Gravity, Black Knight and Secret Rings. Yeah, probably the worst lineup of Sonic games. And yeah, this also kind of applies to Sonic Colors, but I repurchased Colors on the PS5, the Ultimate version, so I no longer own the Wii version of Colors, so yeah. Also the Metroid Prime trilogy. Only the first Metroid game has been, the Metroid Prime game has been re-released on the Switch, which I find very odd. Why hasn't all of them have been released on the Wii U, but not the Switch for some reason. So I'm kind of at a loss for words. So yeah. I mean, yeah, it can definitely work. I mean, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and to an extent Crisis Core, with how it absolutely emotionally destroyed me and made Zack Fair one of my absolute favorite protagonists in everything ever. That kind of moved my hand and basically made me purchase the PS5. I mean, the main motivator to me at the moment is like the Demon Slayer party game is like tempting me to finally get a current gen Nintendo console and to basically retire the Wii. Plus I'll have it on the go as well, and yeah, that's another major factor and selling point of the Switch. And I'll also be able to record the games the same way as I do with PlayStation, like with the screen sharing and all that, screen capturing and all that, you know. So yeah, feel free to drop down in the comments and tell me what you think. Should I get the next gen Switch? It'll also probably be the very last console I actually buy for myself, because I don't know really, but I really don't know. It could be very well be the last console I actually buy for myself. We'll see. You never know what life brings you. I plan to be a gamer until I can move my fingers accordingly to actually hold the controller or something. My phone went off. Hope you didn't hear that. was behind me, but I can't see him. There we go, found it. Since I have the phone in hand at the moment, let's actually check when was the Skullgirls Let's Play. Hope you can't hear the freaking clicking I'm doing. Alright, let's see. Here's my channel. Wait, where are the playlists? Alright, Skullgirls. Skullgirls is which year, the last episode? Yeah, June 9th, 2018. So that would be 6 years. I said 7 earlier, or 8. Yeah, I was a bit over exaggerating because time flies so fast, man. So, yeah, still a very long time. This channel will be, I mean, it has turned 8 years this year. But yeah, it'll be 8.5 years in 2 months' time, which is very crazy. In a year and a half, I'll be doing a 10-year channel retrospective, which is absolutely bananas. I mean, who would have thought that I would create this? I don't want to say empire because my channel is super small compared to the rest of the world, but I'm quite happy with it. I'm quite happy with the size. I really don't care anymore how many subscribers I end up having in the long run. I just like having this nice little community with me, even though when you put 1,000-something people in one room, that's a lot of people. And to think how many people watch my stuff and my channel and come see me, and some may even return to fan favorite series or episodes for like shits and giggles. That really speaks volumes and really shows me how much I've actually accomplished in this, in all this time that I've been doing this. I started in, like, my first video, of course, was uploaded on January 14th, which was my first intro, but my first full-fledged video where I'm talking and all that was actually in April. Was like, I was nearing the end of my first grade of high school. Yeah, I was 15 at the time when I started, and that was such a journey, man. That's such a rough start, honestly. My very first Let's Play, you all know, it was Heroes of Might and Magic 5, the base game. And yeah, you could really tell I was struggling and kind of having trouble with some parts, like running out of memory when I was recording. That really takes me back, because I was using a much weaker PC back then to record and do stuff. So it was certainly a different time to be Ultimate Atomic HD. Oh good lord, am I fighting 2 guys at once in this one? 3? Okay, so Painwheel, Squiggly, and Big Band. this is gonna be very, very bad if I do need to fight all three of these at once with only one character, because I do recall Painwheel being very annoying. And Squiggly to some extent. Big Band, I'm not quite sure if he's a dangerous fellow or not, but yeah. Okay, whew.
Abomination.
Wait, oh! Oh!
Get on the
Okay,
front of your skill.
So Big Band and Squiggly are on my side, and we're going against Painwheel, all three of us. I forgot, yeah, it's been ages since I played this story. I haven't played it since it initially came out, and I was getting a feel for how Annie works in terms of gameplay mechanics. Wait, let's actually, I mean, the fight is pretty much over. How do I switch characters? Trying to figure out. I guess that was there we go. And ended up working. I really need to figure out how do I switch characters, because it's been so long since I played this and I forgot. But yeah, you know you've goofed up somewhere where in a fighting game, especially a kinetic one such as this one, you spend, yeah, I'm recording for 37 minutes, and we've had how many fights actually? 3 or 4? 4. Yeah, 4 fights I've only had so far. Against RoboForge and against who else? One was against Peacock. Then this fight, and I think there was one more in between. Ah yeah, against the regular Misfortune. So yeah, 4 fights which were all done, even though I had to redo the first one against RoboFortune. That still took me 5 minutes. 5 minutes tops, and I think I even exaggerated a little when I said, and yeah, 5 minutes, and 33 minutes of that is cutscenes. Really sure feels like Metal Gear Solid in here, and also I'm not even stopping and properly reading these out to kind of give you a feel of how long these are actually supposed to be. But if Marie's story is anything to go by, I think we should have 1 or 2 fights, and we should be ending this story with that. Because if I remember correctly, each DLC character had 5 or 6 fights total throughout the entire rundown of the story. Oh, here's Marie.
Don't you dare turn your back on me! Or this
And this is now suddenly voiced.
I will destroy you!
I have a feeling that this is voiced mainly because it already appeared in a previous story with another character, and then they're just reusing this. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, I think the final fight is actually like the story or a tradition of the story in this case mandates against Marie in her all too famous boss empowerment form. Oh yeah, something also came to my mind. Yeah, the Leviathan, yeah, the Squigglies whip snake dragon thingy growing out of her head is actually voiced in the originally by Liam O'Brien, who is the original voice of Akihiko from Persona 3, who also voices Infinite in Sonic Forces. And in Reload, he now voices Officer Kurosawa, so that popped into my head. And yeah, this is another very bizarre / interesting thing I've learned about Persona 3 Reload. Like, it has a completely new cast for the main characters, but the old cast, like the cast that has been voicing them since the original release in 2006, is still in the game but voicing side characters, and I can't fathom as to why. Also, apparently Xander Mobus and Cassandra Lee Morris are voicing some characters as well, which I didn't spot them myself personally, but it's neat, if anything. Like, for example, I just mentioned Liam O'Brien voicing Kurosawa, and then Aegis's voice actress, the old one voicing the art teacher, and the Mayodo shopkeeper is voiced by Yukari's old voice actress. And yeah, really weird. Like, if you have the old cast, why not just cast them as the regular characters? And for some reason, Elizabeth is voiced by the voice actress that's always been voicing her since day one, which was also Mitsuru's original voice actress. Tara Platt, yeah, that's her name. Oh yeah, that's the regular cutscene. Oh wait, I think I might remember. I think this will be fighting against Marie now, I can definitely tell you that. But I think after Marie, we'll be fighting against Double. I think, and that'll be the last fight of Annie's story. 43 minutes, can I actually do this? And yeah, I highly, highly believe that this is the longest episode of Skullgirls so far, and all of the DLC characters' stories are quite meaty and chatty when it comes to basically how long it takes for them to be told. Alright. I fought you already once today, and I've even played as the boss form of Marie, which, yeah, I will get to that when we get to Marie's episode 3 videos later. Okay. Ow. Ah, there we go, I found what works, come on. Remember the optimal tactic. Ow! Forgot that this damages you in this form. This form can kiss my ass and roll with it, because this is the... I clearly remembered this form being the most lethal when I... Come on. Ow!
See how weak you are.
Slow, but at least it's getting results. Come on. Yeah, no. Back away. Ah. Okay, this could be... Ow! Don't! Oh, I'm so close. Come on. No! Yes! Don't you kill me. Yes, that was so close. So freaking close. 1 hit point. was... I don't even have the health bar. Literally, she could blow on me and I would fall apart. Atta boy. I mean, atta girl. But you do know that it will actually kill you. The real problem, you say, and yeah. I kind of suspect that prior to this DLC that Double actually has something to do with that the Skullgirl itself wasn't the main problem, that it was actually something else in the background. And yep, there we go, Double. Alright, this was rather quick. Oh, okay. I'm fighting like Big Band and Squiggly on the pretense of it being Double. Okay, at least these big guys are very easy to hit. And their hitboxes are gargantuan. It makes things very easy for me. Where are you? Oh, switched with Squiggly. These are actually very cool skins for them. Well, Big Band not so much, but Squiggly's is actually like a very good representation of what she actually looked like when she was alive. Ooh, yes! Slowly getting better with Annie. Okay, Squiggly's dead. Oh, the original theme's playing! Well, at least it did for a bit.
Did you catch my good side?
Okay, is this the last fight, or do we have to now take down Double as, you know, Double? Yep, I do have to fight Double, the original.
The shapeshifter.
Oh good lord, a 3-on-1 handicap match in the opponent's favor. Oh god. Why, game? Why? Ooh! Yes, please. And Double is like one of the most obnoxious characters to fight against because she has, like, she's the Shang Tsung of this series. She has access to every character's moveset except the male characters and the DLC characters. Yeah, nice. Okay, one of them's down. Okay, the weakened one has arrived. Yes, come on. And that's another one. Come on. Let's go. Only a little bit. I think this, yeah, this should be the last fight. Come on, there we go. Yay! Alrighty.
All in a day's work. Maybe a week for you.
Okay, we won't go automatically. Okay, I'll be right back. Just give me a moment. Alrighty, I'm back. Minor inconvenience and minor emergency. A bit irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. Could have waited a bit, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, we've defeated Double, and yeah, I think this was the last fight. I strongly believe that this was the last fight, because I do remember this arena being... Oh yeah, that's neat. This is Annie during her initial time as a normal girl. Whoever her mother is, I'd sure like to meet her. Ah, yeah, that's right. Her mother, I think, was the very first Skullgirl, if memory serves me right. Yikes! Sustained an injury. Was it a gut slash? Wait, who jumped in? Ah, Florence, Big Band, and Eileen. Yeah, that's her name. I almost forgot. Okay, so Annie goes Super Saiyan. Oh wait,
Shapeshifter.
it's another fight?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Okay, and I have a fully charged special gauge. That was neat. Oh, I'm mopping the floor with double. That's what I like to see. I almost even did it flawlessly. Ow! Come on, don't do that! You were having so much fun with me mopping the floor with you. Why would you take that away from us? Come on! Come on! Stop bouncing around already! Jesus! Oh, no, 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 no! Come on, come on! There we go. Nice. Okay, this is the final fight in Annie's story. Yep, that's it. That's the end of the Annie story. Eileen sure had a crazy 24 hours spent with her favorite heroine contest award that nobody can top. And yeah, speaking of next characters, I think Umbrella's story is a direct continuation of Parasol's story in... Could be. I'm not exactly the most familiar on this topic. From the direct continuation of Parasol's story from the base game. where she was teaching her fencing at the end of it. I like her smug face model. Really brings the character out. Oh yeah, it took me a bit to also grasp that. The bunny reminded me. What was his name? Sagan? Yeah, Sagan. Yeah, it'll be Easter this Saturday. Not Saturday. Easter on Saturday. What a dunce! What a dunce am I? Yeah, it'll be Easter this Sunday, and Easter Monday is on April Fool's Day this year. This is... If there was a time like that before, I probably wasn't even alive. Probably several generations weren't alive if that was ever the case before that the Easter Monday falls on April Fool's Day. But I actually managed to... I will manage to live through that, so it'll be a fun little experience. I also was kind of wrecking my head on what I could potentially do for as an April Fool's special. I had an idea, it was a really solid idea, but I meant to do a top 10 list of... I'm not gonna spoil the surprise if it ends up coming out anyway, but I'm having trouble actually compiling the 10 things, even 5 as was to make it similar to the 5 reasons why I hate the Blue Eyes White Dragon video. So yeah, I'm kind of struggling with that. There are lots of ideas that come to my head that are like, it is possible, but sometimes the execution can be a bit off, like it is with the top 10 video. But let's see. Let's see if I manage to actually cook up something for April Fools. Also, if yeah, I will upload the other 3 Skullgirls episodes, and the last one should come out on Saturday, a day before Easter, so yeah. I usually meant to, like initially I meant to record this episode tomorrow, but I guess I decided, why not, I'll record it today, so I'll have an episode or recording free Easter, so yeah. Yeah, Sagan, that's the name of the bunny. It would be really cool if they named him Sangan, like for the Yu-Gi-Oh monster. Oh, we're done. Okay, so yeah, that was that was the story of Annie. It was, again, these stories in fighting games are really on the lacking side. Oh, I can use this to... Oh, there's an after scene. Oh, it's double in disguise. But yeah, like I was saying, the stories in these fighting games are very most likely very lackluster or laughable. Like, one of the better examples of this is like the Demon Slayer, Kami Chronicles game. Its story is literally the exact same thing as the season 1 of the show. Like, not exactly from the very starting point of the show. It's essentially from the point where Tanjiro is training to like split the huge boulder to qualify for the final selections, all the way up to the end of the Mugen Train arc, and that's it. Literally everything else is like the same, but it makes up for it for being intuitively fun and creative and, jolly good time of a game in terms of gameplay department. So kind of the same here, except this story is like, compared to the actual fighting you do, it's like Metal Gear Solid levels of it, and this will be a recurring thing throughout the rest of the DLCs, so the rest of the DLC characters. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this episode here. Next time around we'll be tackling Umbrella's story, the second DLC character to be released, and I will see you then. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos and updates. Have yourselves a great day, and I will see you all next time.